Draymond to set the ball screen. Steph for the lead. He got it! He's like, I'm him. Man's got a heat seeker.
All right, welcome back to East to West Coast Sports. We are going to be talking about the Warriors for Sacramento in the first round of the playoffs starting Saturday. I rewatched all the earlier games, and this is what I took away, but let me know in the comments what you think and how this series is going to play out. Warriors won 3 out of the 4 meetings this season. Obviously, that last game was Kings bench only, so you can't really take too much from that. But in the first 3 games, Warriors won 2 out of the 3. Steph averaged 36 in those 3 games. Steph and Dre on the floor were plus 26 per 100 possessions. Just extremely high-level offense. You know, we've been watching this now for almost 15 years. Kings play a very similar style offense to us. They do a lot of dribble handoffs. They do a lot of split actions. They feed Sabonis low in the post, and he's a threat to score there or to pass out. He is an incredible big. You know, I think I've mentioned this in some of my talks about Sacramento earlier. He's a Jokic light. Much more athletic though, so that plays to his advantage, obviously. Looney, Draymond, Kuminga, they're all going to have their hands full when they take turns guarding Sabonis. Be careful running with the Kings. You know, we don't want to get into this run and gun play style with the Kings because they have a lot of young, really athletic guys who can score. And if we try to get in a track meet with them, I think it's going to be bad for the Warriors, which is tough to say because typically that plays in our favor. But with this specific offense, I think our best, counter to that is to slow things down a little bit, play half-court offense, use that to our advantage so we can get set in defense and, limit our turnovers, not allow them easy points in transition. Fox is a tough shot maker too, man. He led the league in fourth quarter clutch scoring, and you can watch in those highlights some of the spots on the court. He is just so good at pull-up or deception to get to the rim. What can we throw at Fox to make him uncomfortable, make him less efficient? The trade-off here, too, for the Kings is going to be defense for offense. Davion Mitchell is an awesome point-of-attack defender, but he obviously lacks on the offensive there. Keegan Murray is a great spot-up shooter and a good defender, but Huerter is a much better shooter and unlocks some of their offensive schemes. And so for Coach Brown, playing the minutes between Fox, Huerter, Davion Mitchell, Keegan Murray, some of their Monk, right? Some of their other guys is going to be a fine, chess match for him to keep enough offense on the floor, but how are they going to limit, what the Warriors do? So that'll be a very interesting matchup with Mike Brown and Steve Kerr. How do the Warriors overcome their road woes and play tougher defense against such a potent offense like the Kings? I think the 3 keys here for that is going to be Wiggins, Dante, and GP2. Can GP2 play 20 minutes on Fox? Is he going to be able to make him less efficient? Is he going to make him more uncomfortable? Fox is a decent sized point guard too, but GP2 is very strong at the point of attack. He's going to slow players who try to burst past him. What is GP2 going to give us? I think it's going to be a crucial factor to this whole series if we can slow down Fox and make him less efficient. Dante is also going to take some time on Fox. I think he's going to be much more spot minutes on Fox to relieve, either Wiggins or Steph or GP on Fox. And the thing with Dante, though, is he's a great offensive player. He is shooting the ball super well as of late, and he creates a lot for others, and he mashes the glass too. He has some incredible athletic abilities to get us second chance opportunities, which usually open the floor for Steph and Klay to just get wide open threes. Other thing too I wanted to note from the first 3 games is Wiggins actually averaged 25 in those games, so clearly he was very comfortable with his matchup. It's going to be very interesting when he gets back on the court. What kind of rust is he going to have that he's going to have to shake off? And are the Kings going to go with a similar matchup on Wiggins? His ability to get back to form is definitely going to be a comfortability thing. And if they play a similar matchup to the first 3 games, it seems like mentally Wiggins can take that and run, and we'll see him get back to form much sooner versus a player that is, going to be really tough on Wiggins. So we'll see. That's something that you can't really predict until, we start playing those games out. All right, keys for the Warriors to win this series. Obviously, it comes down to Wiggins. What does he look like? I don't think Wiggins needs to be even close to 100% of what he looked like at the start of the season or last season. I do think we need some of his defense in this series, but offensively, I think we have that taken care of with Steph, Klay, and Poole. Another thing I noted in my notes there on watching the games is Poole was getting anywhere on the floor. Poole had a lot of really good, impactful minutes in those games. And with the way that he's been playing as of late, I think he's going to have explosions in the third and the fourth quarter where we just need points, and he's either going to get to the line or he's going to make some tough buckets. Second key is going to be GP2. Can he play 20 minutes on Fox? What is he going to look like against a bigger point guard, someone who is quick? Fox is known to be one of the fastest just players in general. When Fox gets into transition, that's going to be really tough for any Warrior player. But if we can slow things down, make them play a half court, I think GP2 is going to be very effective on Fox and just make him expend a lot of energy, where then we can target him a little bit on the defensive end and just make him less efficient. That's sort of the key to this whole thing, is how efficient is Fox going to be? How efficient is Sabonis going to be? Just don't give him those easy looks. And it really comes down to Wiggins, Dante, GP2, Kuminga containing the point of attack, not collapsing our defense and allowing our players to stick to their man. So every shot that the Kings have to take is a tough one. Last factor is going to be Kuminga for me. Can he give us some high energy minutes? Can he open the vertical spacing for us and just give us a different look in that pick and roll action that we like to run with Draymond and Looney? He's a much bigger threat to get downhill or even shoot the three, to be honest, versus Draymond and Looney. So can we throw some of those set plays in there, and either they result in a good shot for our shooters or Kuminga downhill dunk or layup? Adjustments will be made through this series. As we know, Kerr and his coaching staff always seem to have an ace up their sleeve when we need it. I think the Warriors do get one of the first two games. I would love for them to get the first game, just to take a little bit of pressure off the road. And we do have to win on the road to have any chance, obviously, to win this series. And we can't take for granted that the Kings aren't going to light us up at Chase Center as well. We did see that in the first couple games there. I do think we get one of those first two games and Warriors in 6. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. All right.